What is up, everybody? I hope you had a great 3-day weekend. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I hope you enjoyed some football, and let's get right back to the market. All right, so the market opens tomorrow, guys. I hope you had a good time. Let's now get back to see what is going to happen tomorrow. At least we can do some technical analysis and see what the market is showing us for tomorrow. Let's go ahead and start with the SPY. Give me 1 second here while I share this video. If you know somebody that can enjoy this video, go ahead and share it on your social media. So let's start with the SPY, guys. And you already know this is my chart. This is my trend lines. If you've been following along, you can see that the SPY has been bouncing off my trend lines that I've put here. I am using high Kanashi candles. That's why it might look a little different than yours. All right, so as you can see here, we have a flat top. The last day of the market was open. What's flat tops? Basically showing momentum to the downside, but we did end up with green volume, and the green bar volume was higher, or there was more volume than the prior day. So something to keep on watch. Definitely keeping on watch. Now there's things to kind of form your bias here, and we are hitting this trend here where we've been bouncing a couple of times, you can see, and we do have green volume, and we do have momentum shifting to the downside. So kind of different variables showing us different things here, but we're gonna have to wait and see. If we go to the 1 hour, you can see we have some resistance here at 465.92. So we would need to break this right here in order for us to be bullish on the market. If we could break this, come and test this, and then, you know, come and test at 469. Now, if you look at the long term here, you're gonna see, and there's a previous target right here, guys, that we did hit, that we've been talking about. If you're not following along in the video, you know, subscribe, set that notification bell so you know when I'm live. Anyways, and you can see this trend line that we've been rejecting here in the 1 hour. And if we could break this for, what is it, 465.95, almost 466, we're gonna test that trend line again for sure. And if we can get above this trend line and, you know, get up around this area this week, guys, if we can get above this area right here, if we can get above, you know, we can go and test that, you know, high for our 479.98. So that's what I'm looking for. That's the main area right here. I want to see breakout for bullish momentum to the upside, so we could see a nice bounce on the market. But first, we have to get through that downtrend line here. We've been rejecting on the 1 hour since 2 weeks ago, guys. This was last Wednesday, and then we go back to last Wednesday, last Tuesday, actually. That's when it all started. So we've been rejecting, and we're kind of on a downtrend here, you could see here. So what happens if we fail again on this resistance, we're gonna come back and test around this areas again. And that kind of coincides here with the VIX. If we go and look at the VIX, okay, so I always look at the VIX, guys, to see what the market, how a SPY is gonna react. And it's pretty simple to see where your support and resistance levels are on the VIX, and you kind of, you know, form your bias on the SPY, whether you want to go long or short. But you can see on the VIX, I thought Friday we're gonna hit this area right here. Fortunately, we didn't get quite up that high, but we're looking to come down to this support. Okay, so listen, if we come down, if we come down and the VIX, okay, bounces off of here, all right, watch the SPY, because the SPY is going to reject that same area right here, all right, and it's going to come up to right here, 469, and we're going to come back down. So you need to keep an eye on the VIX. It's very important that you have those charts open, the VIX next to the SPY, so you can draw your levels of support and know which way, if VIX is hitting support and if SPY is hitting resistance, more than likely they're going to do the opposite. So keep an eye on that. It's very good to keep them on watch. So You have to look closely at the 1 hour, look at your 10-minute, and see what's gonna happen tomorrow with the SPY and the VIX, and see which way we're gonna go. And then from there, you know, kind of form your bias and see what's gonna happen. Let's look at the QQQ real quick. Let's start with the daily. QQQ, I believe, had a real nice bounce on Friday off the support level right here on QQQ. Okay, so yeah, QQQ bounced off this downtrend line right here on the daily. Really nice. We came and touched it, and we bounced right off of it. A nice green volume on the daily. If we go to the 1 hour, you're gonna see we bounced off that trend right there, and we have momentum to the upside. So let's see what happens here. We are building a trend here, all right, to the upside. Again, QQQ, the 1 hour, gonna have some resistance right there. Okay, so are we gonna have enough momentum to break through that resistance, and same thing as the SPY, and break through that resistance and, you know, go and test that high? We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if the market, you know, we're gonna get some momentum and just break through that. And man, if we break through this, and same thing on the SPY, this areas right here, we're gonna be very bullish on the market. You know, you can for sure play bullish momentum on most of the stocks that follow the Qs and the SPY. So right now, you know, pre-market is where you want to be looking at. Okay, which way is the market going? If pre-market we are hitting these levels at the open, watch. If we can now break, guys, people are gonna go short. People are gonna go short heavily. They're gonna be playing puts if we cannot break those areas. So you kind of, if pre-market we're testing these areas, be very careful at the open, unless, you know, you want to be you can see a lot of you can read the tape and the level 2, and you can see a lot of bearish momentum. Then you can, you know, play some puts. So kind of play. Now if we break this pre-market, guys, if we break this pre-market and we just have some nice bullish momentum, we break these areas, I mean, you can go long. You can go long, because if it broke pre-market, that means, you know, at the open we've broken these levels that we haven't been able to break, you know, in the past 2 weeks. So it's gonna be really good. If pre-market, guys, we're already, you know, I mean, we have some massive momentum to the upside, and we break above this downtrend, these levels, you can bet as soon as the market opens, this thing's gonna shoot up. So it could happen. I know it's quite a bit away, but it could happen. We've seen that happen before. So just be ready for all the scenarios. Have your levels, have your downtrends, and play, especially those 1 hour downtrends, guys. That's the key right there. Okay, you look at the daily, you kind of form your bias which way you think it's going, then you go to the 1 hour, and, you know, you look for that pattern, and once that pattern breaks, you know, bunch of traders, they are seeing the same thing. Okay, and money comes in because everybody's looking at the same thing. All right, and we can all see the same thing. We all go the same way, and we all make money. So that's what we're looking on the SPYs and the Qs. So let's go ahead and start with the inside bars for tomorrow. You guys know I love inside bar plays because they're really simple to play, and they're really easy to explain as well to you guys that are new. Let's see. Yeah, it shows this is an inside bar, even though it does look like it broke above the previous bar. I don't know what's going on. My scanner shows inside bar. Anyways, so an inside bar, you know what it is, right? A bar that forms inside the previous bar, even though this one doesn't look like it. I don't know why it's saying it's an inside bar on my scanner. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is going on? Okay, there we go. That makes sense now. There we go. All right. So inside bar play, you could see on BA, we've been looking at this one for some time since I've been back on YouTube, and you're with me, you would have caught this. All right, we have momentum shifting to the upside. We have this flag right here forming. We finally broke with the flat top, with the flat bottom, which is momentum. Using that Heikenaishi bars means momentum to the upside. We had green volume, and of course our bias was formed to the upside because we have green momentum, green volume, and a green candle that's showing a flat bottom, which means momentum is to the upside. So everything is telling us, you know, it's going north, and that's what we play. Now we have an inside bar here, and let's look at what we have. We do have a flat bottom. We do have some green volume, but the green volume was not, you know, nearly as big as the previous volume the previous day. So something to keep an eye on is probably losing momentum. So the way Heiken Ashi candles work, when it has momentum to the upside, the candles are larger, the wicks are larger. As it goes on and the candles start getting smaller, that means that it's getting momentum. Let me show you. BA is not really a good example, but you could see here, kind of, this one's not quite, you know, getting that small. This chart's a little bit harder to see on because it's kind of choppy on the daily. But I'll show you a better chart right now. But that's how Heiken Ashi candles work. So as you start getting shifting momentum, the candles start getting smaller. So you could see this candle, it's an inside bar. So how we play inside bars, we play the break of, what happened? We play the break of the bottom, all right, the close, I mean of the open or the close. So which way is it gonna break? To the upside, to the bottom? That's what we're gonna play. So tomorrow, watch that. Everything is telling us we still have momentum to the upside. So BA to the upside. Let's see what let's look at a smaller time frame, see what it's telling us. Okay, so we have a lot of resistance right here, 226. We break 226, we're gonna maybe 228. But we'll see. This could hit at the pre-market, right? And then just come down as when the market opens. So we'll see what happens. Let's go back to the hour. Let's go back to the daily. So BA on our watch list tomorrow. Let's see what breaks to the upside, to the downside. I think MU, it's another inside bar. Yeah, there you go. MU has not been able to break this prior pivot point resistance there, and we are testing it again. So we're kind of barcoding there, up and down. So what does the candles tell us? It's an undecided candle right here, kind of a doji. So again, we play the break of the top, or I mean break of the bottom, break of the top, you know, zoom in, get those levels right. And then, you know, if it's to the bottom, we do have momentum coming down. Volume is not nearly, you can see that volume is not nearly, all right, as strong as a previous day red volume. So keep an eye on that one. It breaks down, we can play some puts to the downside. Okay, about right there, and then 80, 89, we'll find some support right there. Let's go to the hourly and get some better targets. Yeah, so if we can't break this, right here, all right, look for a doji reversal candle and then play some puts to the downside. We can come and test this 94 area again on MU. This right here is where take profit. If it breaks below, next area is 91. All right, I would look for a bounce in this area right here on MU. So can't break above that puts. If it breaks above here, you can place some calls, and your target would be around 101 on MU. So either way, watch what's gonna happen here. This is a great area that you want to be looking for to make a play. Don't play in the middle, guys. Always wait for some support or resistance to see which way it's gonna go. Okay, you play in the middle, you're gonna get chopped up. All right, so that's MU. We're looking at MU for tomorrow. I think Neo also had an inside bar. Let's look at Neo real quick. Yeah, Neo, kind of choppy, had an inside bar. Let me clear up this chart. What happened here? There we go. We clear all those levels. All right, so Neo inside bar, we did have green volume. We do have momentum in the green. So watch the Neo. Okay, we do have that downtrend. If this breaks, especially if the EV sector starts going tomorrow, if this breaks to the upside, guys, and we finally break this downtrend, all right, you can look for some upside. If it breaks below, all right, you can look for some puts. And now let's go to the 1 hour and see where we can find some targets. You see that downtrend on the 1 hour? There's a wedge here forming. Okay, we break around these levels. Our target, it's gonna be 32. All right, if we break 32 and we really get the EV sector starts going, guys, we're looking at 33.85. Mark them. All right, that's what we're looking to hit. Now to the downside, okay, we are gonna have some support here at 29.66. If we can get through that, our next target would be around here, this area right here. So those would be our targets using the 1 hour, as soon as we see which way it's gonna go. So either way, it's gonna break. All right, and usually these wedge forms, they break nicely, either to the upside, to the downside. They break really nice. So something to watch, because the breakouts are really good on that. So that's an inside. I believe that one's an inside bar too. Let's see. No, that's not an inside bar. That's just the doji candle play. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we have here on scanner. We have QCOM. If you like this one, QCOM again. Real nice doji candle. Now the problem, we have a doji candle with green volume, so a lot of times that means momentum to the upside. The problem is it's just going sideways. When you get a doji candle, like for example, when you've been on a downtrend for a while and you get a doji candle and you get a nice green volume, well, there's not one here. It usually momentum, you know, is to the upside. We see it a lot. But QCOM is kind of choppy, just overall, just all over the place. But I will stay away from this one. I'm not gonna mess with this one. Did we cover BA? Yeah, we covered BA already. Walmart. Okay, now Walmart. We've been covering this one for a while. I think we've been since we got this alert here, kind of, you know, sideways barcoding for a while. We did get nice green volume with the, this is what I mean, doji candle with nice green volume usually means the momentum's to the upside. You know, it's pretty accurate. So we got some nice momentum, and let's go look at the 1 hour. Show him we do need to hold this trend here. Okay, so oh boy, if we hold this trend right here, this could have a real nice break to the upside. For sure we can get a point move here tomorrow on Walmart. If not, if this thing breaks this downtrend, all right, then our target's gonna be around this area right here, right there to the about this trend line. So watch this. If we get a candle right here forming, let's say you get a candle here, all right, the 1 hour candle formed right here. All right, puts all day, all right, and you let it do its thing to you hit your target in this area. Now we form a candle around this area. Don't you love my candles? Then, you know, you're playing some calls to the upside. So keep that on watch, wait for confirmation, and then you go with direction, whatever direction it's going. So that's Walmart. Let's look at AMD. AMD. So I don't know if you see the pattern, but a lot of the stocks we're looking at, guys, a lot of stocks that we're looking at, the SPY, the Qs, and a lot of stocks that we've been covering so far lately, they all have a 1 hour resistance pretty close, a point or two away from where they're at right now. Okay, and what is that telling you? Is that telling you they're all gonna hit around the same time, and they either all gonna break out to the upside and we're gonna have bullish momentum tomorrow, or they're all gonna hit and reject, okay, and we're gonna start the day very bearish, and then we'll see where that takes us, either back to the support, and then, but I'm telling you, when we break that 1 hour on all these stocks that we're talking about, everything's gonna start, you know, going up and testing those highs. So, you know, put your alerts there, because we're all seeing these downtrends on the 1 hour. They keep hitting for the past 2 weeks. They keep hitting and they keep rejecting. So, you know, we see it on AMD. Let's look at NVDA. Let's see if it's the same thing. So, yeah, it's right there again. See that downtrend? So all the same thing. They're all showing us the same thing. So they're all following the same pattern. Again, we have that 1 hour resistance there. We need to get above that. And so if pre-market, we're around this area on everything, and just market opens and we cannot get above everything's going down. All right, everything's going back down, testing support, and hopefully we can test it later on in the week, Wednesday or Thursday. So we can see, hopefully if we break, we can see some bullish momentum, and we can all make some money, even though we can make money on the way down too. So let's see what else. PayPal holding some real nice support there. Daily, yeah, daily is not looking too good. I think on the weekly PayPal, yeah, weekly PayPal, we're hitting some areas of support right there. So this is crucial right here for PayPal, guys. This is crucial. PayPal needs to hold here for a bounce. There's some nice support. It is showing a little bit of reversal. Volume again, selling pressure, kind of picked up here the last 2 days of the market. It was fading up a little bit, so keep an eye on that. Let's see, UPST was looking good for a, let me go to daily. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, there we go. So UPST looking like a great area of support here, and what is it? 110? No, 107. What do we hit? Yeah, 107.58. Great area of support there. So this right here is an area where you can pick up some shares, all right, or contract, whatever you want. And if it breaks, don't stay for the ride. This thing's gonna keep going down to next support to about 81. Well, we have some support here, 92, 80. So, you know, make sure if this cracks, it's only a wick and we come back up, but candle starts forming below there, you know, just, you know, sell it, and you can get back in. So don't ride the momentum to the downside unless you're playing puts. Let's see at the 1 hour. So this is also why I'm hoping the market bounces tomorrow, because I did get some shares there on UPSTs. So hopefully we get up here, we start reversing. So we're showing a squeeze here. We can get from 114, we'll go to 120 to 128 here on the 1 hour. We've seen UPST run. We can get momentum. This thing can go and squeeze. But let's see. We do have a flat top with momentum to the downside, but we got some green volume. So we'll see. If we start getting momentum, guys, on this one though, keep this one on watch. I'm telling you right now. We start getting momentum. We start getting some flat bottoms here on UPST on the daily. You know, we have room to run, okay, all the way to 192. So it'll be great to play to the upside when we break this downtrend that's been going on forever. This is the 4 hour. You can see the massive trend here that we have going on down to the downside. So look at this massive trend. So if we can break off this trend, you know, we can see some nice momentum to the upside. We can get some nice gains. So UPST, keep it on watch. SPC Virgin Galactics. I've been watching this one because I caught this one on the reversal around what, May? Yeah, so I had real nice. You see, once you reverse off the trend, you got some real nice reversal and momentum. So look at the volume here, this area. And we reverse real nice. I wrote this trend, and that's what I'm hoping UPST can do. But if it breaks that support, I'm getting out and I'm re-adding back in this areas right here. Okay. So keep that on watch. LCID is one that we've been making some money in. LCID, let's look at the daily. So daily, again, this is the doji we talk about. Did break doji to the downside. It has green volume. Well, it had doji with red volume, which means probably momentum was more likely to the downside, and that was the case. And now we have a flat top with some green volume with momentum. Kind of wants to recover here, so watch this one. This could recover back to the upside. Now if this would have closed with some red volume, okay, and a blue bar here, more likely I would say it's going to the bottom. But because we have, you know, a flat top with some green volume, it could reverse back to the top, especially because the 1 hour here, the 1 hour has a little bit of room to run. Again, like all the other plays, this could come and test here, right? By market open, the pre-market, it can come and test here. Market open, we come down again, and potentially, you know, even up to 39. So watch. If all these trends they cannot break during pre-market, puts. Okay, so draw those 1 hour trends on the stocks we're talking about and watch them at the open. Are they gonna break? Are they gonna not? So something to watch is something like this, right? You get a nice indecision doji candle, and then it breaks, right? So when you get a doji candle like this, you know, wait for confirmation. Okay, what is this telling you? We got indecision doji candle with red volume, with look at the momentum shifting to the downside. So, you know, it breaks, you already have confirmation. You know, this doji closed with red volume, you already have confirmation. If it breaks, you're playing put to the downside. And look at what you could have done. All of Thursday, just down. All right. So watch that. All right. What else do we need to cover? I think we covered about everything here. Did we cover Microsoft? So Microsoft, you could see here, guys, with doji candle on this day with green volume. Okay, you see that? And I said whatever we break, plus we're coming off support of this trend we talked about in the other videos. So that was a good long right there. As a matter of fact, I got in here on the support level, and I'm still in. So I'm hoping we bounce off this trend line. We did get some green volume, nice bounce on Friday, even though we sold off a bit. And again, we have that downtrend. We did hit our first target, our second target, we almost hit it. And again, we're looking at, 316 to hit. That's gonna be some, again, all these stocks have that 1 hour support resistance. So keep on watch for tomorrow. Did we cover Tesla already? Yeah, I think we did. BIDU. Okay, so BIDU. This is the area where I say we probably come and test, and then we bounce back on the hourly here. I forgot to erase that drawing, but it looks like that's exactly what it's doing. All right, like everything, we bounced here on Friday. Let's see what happens. We did have some nice volume here. Momentum though looks green bar, green. Okay, so the IDU can go to the upside. The only thing we have going against us is it closed with a flat top. So that's it. Is there anything you want me to look at? Go ahead and put in the comments. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We have coin also another stock here I got at the support levels, and I'm still holding unless we close a candle below. One of the daily candles closes below, I will close my position. If we can hold, I'm holding for now, and the reason I can hold is because I'm holding shares, not contracts. Contracts in this choppy mess, if you're holding too long, even though you were up here, you're probably down now because of all the data and decay. So that's something that I'm holding for some time. I go with shares. So that's what I'm in right now. If we close below here, then I'm getting out, but so far we're holding really nice. Coin like UPST, we have kind of same setup. You see that same setup? Coin UPST, great entries. Coin guys, I also got a real nice win on this one. All right, so yeah, coin I wrote to the top. I don't remember where quite did I sell, but I sold, and now I'm looking to buy near supports and write this thing back to the top. As long as we hold this area. Now this is my plan, and I told you guys last time, 192, I'll probably unload half. Okay, and if we can't break and we come and test this area again, okay, especially this bottom area again, I will load the half again, and if it breaks, I'll sell. If it doesn't, I'll write it back up until we break this area. So I'm always going to keep this area on this area, half on this area, and write my half all the way to the top again. That is the strategy. So UPST and coin looking very similar. Something you want to keep on watch if you want to load on coin. Now we see coin, and it forms a flat top here, like this, under the support. Okay, like that, with red volume. All right, then I'm getting up. So that's what I'm looking at. Real simple to play Heiken Ashes. I play them like that, and they work out really nice. Oh, Apple's another one to watch. Here's my doji candle right there. Okay, broke to the downside, downside. So, you know, played some puts there. Friday we did close green. You could see the bar not as green as the other one, momentum to the downside, so it's still weak. So Apple could come and test that 167 again, so keep that on watch. Especially if the SPY's coming down, Apple's gonna come down. How many minutes have I been on? Where does it say? 35. Okay, so I think I've made the video long enough, but here it comes on that. Here you can see Apple here, same thing we're talking about. Okay, you have that resistance on the 1 hour coming down. So again, pre-market can break, play puts back to the bottom support. Okay, that would be a nice put. So have a game plan. It's really simple, guys. If you watch this video, all the stocks, okay, well, not all the stocks, but a lot of the stocks that we play on a daily basis, they all have that same, they're all rejecting that same 1 hour resistance downtrend. If we can break that, the market, it's going to go to the upside. So, and we got some nice upside. Apple, guys, if we break this pivot at 177.17, okay, Apple, you know, we have target right there, 182 first, and then all-time high 183. If we get extremely hot in the market, you could see new highs on Apple, 187. So watch that. This is your levels. What it's gonna do, don't play on this choppiness, okay? Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation of break here, okay? Wait for confirmation break. If it's we're hitting these levels, go to the 1 hour, see what it's telling you. Once you get confirmation of what's gonna happen, all right? For example, let's go to right here, right? We're testing this trend right here. Testing this trend. All right, we can't break it. This candle, we got a doji candle. We're still bouncing back and forth. Now we get the break here, okay? So this is our entry. What's our exit? All right, the doji above. And then you play it down. Okay, with this would have been target. If I was playing this would have been my target. I'm not just making this stuff up. Why is that my target? Because look at the pivot point on the left. Always look to your left. And that's going to give you your targets. We just don't make targets imaginary, right? You look at your pivot points and you make. People make it so complicated. And this other gurus on YouTube give you all sorts of, you know, lines and things. All you have to do is look at your pivot points. Simple. So watch it. All right, watch these areas. I don't know if anybody plays Amazon, but this was Amazon that we talked about as the support level. You can see we've been bouncing off this area. Look at the daily, see what it did. Okay. So we do have a flat bottom on Amazon here. We did break that wick on the doji. Here we go again. Doji. We saw this on Friday. Doji with red volume, red momentum to the downside. What are we gonna play the next day? Puts. Okay. 90% of the time, the doji with the volume is telling us what we're gonna do the next day. Sometimes when we get a doji, right? And it's green with red volume and you're kind of undecided, you have to wait. But when everything aligns, you kind of know where you're going, right? It's pretty accurate when everything aligns. So we got doji, red volume, red momentum to the downside, and the next day we already knew puts at the bottom and they work perfectly. Now we have a flat top, yeah, with green volume momentum to the downside. See, So now we have to wait because we did get close on green volume because the market bounced there on Friday. So you see, so now we can't just say, oh, it's a flat bottom, let's play puts. I mean, a flat top, let's play puts, because he said every flat top, you know, it's more momentum to the downside. Well, wait a minute, but we did cross on green volume because the market bounced right here in this area. So now you have to wait, right? So we might come and test here and then go test this area, or we might come and test here, all right, and then come and test this area. So wait, your areas to play on Amazon, your areas to wait for confirmation for a play is down here, all right, play calls, and if it breaks, you get out, or you play here, all right. If it can't break, you play puts back to the downside. If it breaks and the bar closes, all right, the candle closes above here with nice green volume. This what in the world? You can't even see my candle. Anyways, candle closes above there, then we're going to the upside, and that would be our target right here. Nice target if we break above that. If candles close above this downtrend on the 1 hour, nice target right there. Okay, so watch that. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this technical analysis that I'm doing. If you could please do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with other friends and family members that you think are struggling maybe with the market, maybe they're learning. I don't think there's anybody out there showing it as simple as I am. You know, people are telling you need all these crazy indicators. You need to subscribe to, 50 indicators that you get analysis paralysis, and you don't know which way it's going because one indicator tells you this way, another indicator tells you the other way, and it's so crazy. You just don't know where to go. Don't make it harder than it really is, right? That's what I teach people with Heikin-Ashi candles. Now, have two charts. Have the regular candle charts, and then have the Heikin-Ashi, because the only thing the Heikin-Ashi won't tell you is if there's a gap, right? So if there's a gap, like for example here on Amazon, if we go, let's see, let's put it on a regular candle. You see this gap right here on Amazon? You see these little gaps? Okay, so this is a nice gap to fill. So for example, if we're playing the break here, right? So if we're playing this break right here where it broke, real nice. That's a real nice play, guys. Real nice play. And but a Heikin-Ashi candles, you can't see that. All right, it won't show you. It won't show you this gap right here. So it is important that you have both charts so you can kind of compare. And that's basically what I use the regular candles for, is so I can see gaps. Where are the gaps? So I can see. Other than that, to look at the trend and know where I'm going, where the market's telling me it's going, I use Heikin-Ashi. It's the best thing ever. I just don't know why, more people teach it. But anyways, look at how clean it looks. You can see the trend. You can see where it's going. So, hey, Charlie, man. No problem, bro. No problem, brother. Hopefully it's helping you guys, and that's what I'm here for, man. Sharing the love and hoping everybody learns. I've been there. So, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll make another video and showing you guys what happened tomorrow. If the market went, if it went the way we said it was going to go, or what happens. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with some friends, that need help. And other than that, stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy your time, your last day with your family and everyone that you love. And I'll see you guys mañana. Adios. Bye-bye.